Hello, Mr. Ali.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well in yourself. My name is Key. Well, Tea Time with Key. Either way, I go by either or. And I'll be interviewing you today, talking about your book and I guess everything else that you have going on currently. I guess you could go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, to those of you who don't know you, as well as to those who do.
Yeah, my name is Chi Ali. I'm from the Bronx, New York. One of the youngest rappers that came out in the early '90s. I was the native son of the Native Tongue crew, which
Okay.
consisted of myself, Latif, from Only Love, Jungle Brothers, De La Soul, Q-Tip, Black Sheep, Tropical Quest, a few others I might have forgot.
Okay, okay. All right then. All right. Well, I didn't know all of that myself. I only know a little bit about that. So, exactly with what is it that your book exactly tell the people what it I guess what is it that you would want them to take away from your book that you have out currently?
um, well, I mean, I wrote the book while I was incarcerated, and I was, I guess, a few years younger than I am now, almost 10 now. Damn.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it depends. I want people to get different things out of it. I mean, I think it depends what walk of life you come from. If you a person who dwells the streets and grew up in the urban environment as I did, then I would want you to get something different than say my oldest brother who's a lawyer. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but I think when you go into the realms of my family and just my whole life, I think I walked a few lanes in life, so I think you'll get something out of it, no matter where, no matter what walk of life you came from. I think you'll be able to emphasize and just identify with areas of the book.
Right, right. So with the name Another Kind of Freedom, exactly what made you come up with that title for the book?
Well, another kind of freedom is more or less, everybody associates it with my freedom from prison, but it's more or less my mind state. It's my mind state and where I'm at mentally and where I feel, where I stand politically and socially is I feel like I'm free
Right.
from the powers that be. Cause it's like I'm self-employed. It's like whether I'm talking to the kids or individuals in prisons, whatever I'm doing or selling books, it's all me. Like I don't gotta punch no clock or depend on nobody. And even with the taxes, more or less, I got to submit the forms and give them my numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So it's like, I'll be on some fuck them niggas shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all, at all. I would say as yourself with being an author and writer, what would be your biggest takeaway from your book itself, for yourself? Or even, I guess you could say from your experience and to what has made you to help lead a better life, as far as your takeaway from all of that.
I
And
mean, my main takeaway is merely that, if you put your mind to something, you can do it. You might have to save a little. It may not come in time, fashion you necessarily choose. But if you grind and stick with your guns and show persistence and resilience, you can do it. Because it was a process, me getting it done. And I didn't know if I was going to self-publish or go with a publisher. And, I always wanted to self-publish, but really didn't think I could do it because I just didn't believe. And then
right.
once I started really just putting my legs to the ground and doing my homework and seeing what it was, I'm like, man, a lot of these publishing companies that's not major, they not really doing nothing. They slapping their name on the back of motherfuckers' books. They not doing
And
shit.
calling it something.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They're not giving you no advance. You got to basically pay for everything. So they basically just finding a printer to give you a deal, which you can do yourself, and getting a piece of the action and slapping they shit on your work.
Right.
At the end of the day, all these self-publishing companies, it's like, if you're not a major publishing house, like not even on no bullshit, but it's like shit. I know as many people as you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would I sign with your publishing house if it ain't no advance? It's nothing. Like, how do I benefit from it? I see how you benefit. I don't see how I benefit. You posting my shit on Instagram ain't enough for me to sign a piece of my life to you.
Directly. Correct. And so, with that being said, will you have your own publishing company, or how is that? Or are you helping other people publish some books?
I'm saying, hold on one second. As far as that goes, I'm just trying to return a text. I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
That's all right.
All right. As far as that goes, that wasn't really the goal. However, like 2 individuals have approached me about it, and I'm definitely not against it. I was thinking about more partnership where it's like it would have to be, a story that I believe in and delve into, and then put my 2 cents into where it will be a co-author thing. That's the only way I would do it. I mean, I'm not just trying to publish, but I mean, if it was a friend, I would do it.
Right. Okay.
I know how to do it, and I know the cost, and I probably know how to save motherfuckers some bread. So,
right.
If it was a friend, I'll probably do it.
Okay. And not to really, I guess you could say, speak on, I guess, your incarcerated time, but exactly how long did you serve?
I was sentenced to 14 years, in which I served 12 years out of. I think I was supposed to serve like 12 and a half, but I got my degree. It was like certain programs that if you completed, you could get 6 months. Good time. And the college program was one of them. So once I acquired my associates, that approved me for the program. But I had, like, if it was 8 different things you could meet to get the 6 months off, I had like 5 or 6 of them, aside from the degree. So I wasn't playing. I was like, man, fuck that. They let me out early.
I know that's right. Moreover, speaking about, especially with When They See Us, since that has dropped, have you seen it? Before I even go into that, have you watched it?
I watched 1, I think 4. I watched some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but I watched some of it.
Okay, but I'm sure you're definitely in tune with what's going on, and since you are from New York, you knew and heard about it. Absolutely. And so, being that you were also a black male that was incarcerated, were you yourself or others around you that you were incarcerated with, I guess you could say, dealt unfair hands due to the justice system while being locked up, as far as, I guess you could say, the way that you were being treated, or even just the way that your, I guess how everything went out for you, as far as your case being included? Anything that went on, or if you knew anyone that you felt as though that there was injustice done unto you or to them.
I mean, as far as them, of course, we all know their story.
Definitely.
Well, my situation, I feel like the America's Most Wanted thing was like a little extra. I mean, I think that was more or less because of because I was a rapper. And at the time, or even still, maybe, they loved any chance to get to, exploit a rapper or make it, bigger than it was. Because at the end of the day, it was like that was some normal street shit if you in the hood.
Right.
So it wasn't like it was a killing spree or nothing. You know what I mean? If you watch America's Most Wanted, it's usually like